Skyhawk 589er, turn left heading 190.
Left, 190, 20589er.
Go 3429 for the approach, hello, expect ILS from 0 right light to occasional heavy precip all the way to the airport. Go 3429, Embraer jet reported light run line between 13 and 9.
Southwest 2372, 1,300. We're climbing 7,000. Good afternoon.
Southwest 2372, hello, Portland departure, radar contact, climb maintain 15,000, expect light to moderate precip the next 30 miles.
Climb to 15,000, Southwest 2372.
Skyhawk 589er, are you turned into a 190 heading?
Yeah, that's for 190, 20589er.
Jazz 122, contact Seattle Center 126.6.
126.6, Jazz, 122.
Potential aircraft information, Victor's current at Troutdale.
Portland departure, Horizon 2060, climb at 2,100 for 6,000.
Horizon 2060, Portland departure, radar contact, climb maintain 14,000.
Climb 14,000, Horizon 2060.
Horizon 2060, turn left heading 360.
360, Horizon 2060.
November 20589er, turn right heading 180.
Right, 180, 20589er.
Horizon 2060, clear direct Cougar, resume on navigation.
Direct Cougar on nav, Horizon 2060. United 1950, 16-3, descending via the hood forward Golf.
United 1916, Portland approach.
Connected to PilotEdge.
Runway 10 left.
Okay, copy that for 1950.
Door 525 Delta Echo, Portland approach ident, Portland altimeter 2986.
Golf.
Horizon 2027, roger.
How's everyone doing today? So it's going to be a relatively quick flight. I mean, airtime. It's not going to be too long. Just going from Portland to Seattle. It's one of my more favorite flights that I do, and this is a fun airplane. With the new Portland, and I also loaded Pearson Field, which is up there. This really is a spectacular scenery. All right. I've been having a little bit of an internet issue this morning, so hopefully I won't get kicked off, but my internet connection is not very stable. But we'll see. See what happens. All right, so let's get rid of these ground things, and we'll add a GPU. Hop inside, and we'll get this airplane ready to go. I've already set up my iGo dispatch program, so plane is loaded through the app. All right, so let's hop over here to our briefing. Portland to Seattle. I've got more than enough fuel on board. I bring in 2,700 pounds, so a little extra. Looking at altimeter of 29085 at Portland currently. And they are current with Bravo. And they are using the 10s. Which means probably take off 10 left at Echo. Echo. And Seattle is currently landing south. So that's all I really need to know. Let's go to PilotEdge, and we will file the flight plan. Hawk 7 arrival, IFR, 16,000. We can't do flight level 180 because the altimeter is below standard, so 2978. So that means flight level 180 is not available. So we're doing 16,000. So we'll file that. And we'll give it a second. I'll come back to it. Hello, Noel. Happy birthday. Having to reboot. Tried having both of our computers back in a few. Clearing back to town. Okay. Happy birthday. Yeah, thank you. All right. All right. So we got external powers available. And external power on. Bus tie. Three avionics. And we'll do nav lights, seatbelt, smoking, battery monitor on left there. Flight attendant panel, turn all that on. Emergency lights armed and covered. Get the throttle ready to go for engine start. I'll bring that down here. Okay. And we got 128.35.
3,800 overcast. Temperature 12. Dew point 10. Altimeter 2986. Arriving and departing runways 10 left, 10 right. ILS runway 10 left and runway 10 right approach in use. Simultaneous approaches to parallel runways in use. VFR departures contact clearance delivery, advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read the call runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Delta. Portland International Airport. 8 TIS information Delta. 1807 Zulu. Wind 100 at 7. Visibility 1 3/4. Rain, mist. Ceiling 2,600 broken. 3,800 overcast. Temperature 12. Dew point 10. Altimeter 2986. Arriving and departing runways 10 left, 10 right. ILS runway 10 left.
So Portland's surveyed elevation's 30 feet. So that's 30 feet. We're good there. So now I need clearance 120.12. Pop that over. Ground is 121.9er. Get that ready. 21.9er. Flight plan is filed. Let me go back to the map. Oh, there's another person at this airport. Let me zoom in so we can see where this guy's at. Looks like he's at the GA ramp. My flight plan is on file. So the other guy I was looking at, let me see what kind of airplane is he in. He's in a little bizjet Cessna 550. So like he is that's him. So that's not just a static airplane on the thing.
At 1495, contact Oakland
That's
Center,
a real simmer
125.75.
like we are. Getting his plane set up for his flight. Anywho, we are current with Delta. And Nick, how you doing there, bud? I agree.
At 1495 Oakland Center.
I agree.
Good
VATSIM is
morning.
giving PilotEdge a run for the money.
5 arrival, San Francisco, altimeter 3002.
When it comes to the software used for VATSIM and the the pilot clients and stuff like that, the sound is just so much better than it has been. But it's still not as quality as PilotEdge. And the other thing about VATSIM giving PilotEdge a run for its money is that PilotEdge are guaranteed ATC 15 hours a day. So I never have to worry about, oh, is there a controller online? As soon as I take off, is like last night I was planning to do a flight out of the Jacksonville Center area. I was going to fly into Atlanta on VATSIM. As soon as I sat down the computer, disconnected. Jacksonville went offline. So that's why I usually just stick to VATSIM during events. That way I'm guaranteed ATC. But so it's kind of hard to compare the two because PilotEdge is your guaranteed ATC for the entire west side of the country. So and the sound quality is still superior in my opinion, but VATSIM is coming along very nicely. So I'm very, very happy with the new client.
Okay, clear to land 28 left, 152 go.
And yes, it's definitely more professional. I mean, these guys know at any level, whether it be clearance delivery, ground, or center, you're getting
you're able to proceed direct to Billings Airport.
Highly trained ATC controllers that will help you and teach you things. You just have a slew of different levels of professionalism on VATSIM. It's just you can't get the quality of ATC anywhere other than PilotEdge right now. That may change in years, but right now PilotEdge has they have the monopoly on professional ATC by far. Morning, Portland clearance, United 1399 at the terminal with Delta, IFR Seattle.
Yeah, 1399 Portland clearance, clear to Seattle Airport. Portland 1 departure, radar vector is Cougar, then as filed. Climb and maintain 6,000. Expect 16,000 within 10 minutes. Departure 124.35, squawk 6357.
Clear to Seattle via Portland 1 departure, radar vector is Cougar, then as filed. Climb maintain 6,000, expect 16,000 10 minutes after departure. Departure 124.35, squawk 6357, United 1399.
Yeah, 1399, read back correct.
All right. One thing I don't like is PilotEdge is referring to PilotEdge is that it doesn't have worldwide coverage. Give it time. I suspect that by the beginning of 2020, somewhere in the beginning, January, February, March. I mean, I'm thinking no later than then. They're going to have coverage in Europe, London, Germany, Amsterdam, all those places. So that's where PE is, from what I'm hearing. And I'm not hearing this from any staff member of PE. I'm just hearing through the grapevine that that's going to be their next move. So they're not going to be handling the East Coast at this time. They want to move and expand overseas, just because there's a lot of people over there that want this type of service. And to me, I enjoy that because I'll be doing more over, more oceanic type flights, because if I'm guaranteed ATC coverage to fly overseas, then to me it'd be more worthwhile, because right now I don't want to really fly overseas that much, at least oceanic, because by the time I get there, there's no guaranteed ATC, and I don't know what those guys do over there. I am planning to do an overseas flight here shortly, and I'll talk more about that during this stream. But so that's the good news, is it's not confirmed, but it is, from what I'm hearing through the grapevine, that they're going to be operating in the London type area. So theoretically, I could take off, say, from Boston if I might not have any ATC coverage, but by the time I'm coming into land, at least I would have, hopefully PilotEdge controllers handling my arrival. That would be awesome. Maybe when you become an actual airline pilot, or when I become, Nick says, an airline pilot, then maybe I'll consider subscribing. Why do you feel like you'd have to wait until you become an actual airline pilot? Because to become an airline pilot, you have to have thousands of hours under your belt. So subscribing to PilotEdge would further your abilities, using real world procedures and stuff like that, and you just learn so much on this network. I would feel it would be a great tool for you to continue your education toward getting your commercial pilot license. I don't have like an actual job yet. Yeah, no, but like once you're into school and stuff, I have heard time and time again so many people compliment, especially on the PilotEdge forums, how much this service has helped them navigate their schooling. It just takes a lot of the guesswork out. So I highly recommend it. I mean, it's $20 a month if you just want to use the Western expansion pack, or you can get the entire package for $35 a month, because they give you a discount if you get the whole package, which is what I have. So $35 a month, I spend almost $80 going out to dinner with my wife and I every week. So it's, for $35 a month to really give you the tools you need to further your aviation career, I mean, it really pays for itself in the end. I'm disabled, so I can't get a real pilot license, but this is how I live my dream right here. Oh, once you get a job, you subscribe. Oh, yeah, well, that makes sense. If you don't have an income source at the moment, it's kind of hard to get a subscription. But, when you do, then I would highly recommend it. Like, I wouldn't even wait. As soon as you have $35 a month or $20 a month, all you need is 20. Start with the ZLA, and then that way you can go through all the I ratings and all that type of stuff. Noel, thanks for the 6-month streak for subscription there. That's awesome. Thank you. I love having access, so I subscribed a while back. Yeah, that way you can look at my prior streams as a subscriber. As one of the perks, as you're well aware of. Thank you. And Nick says, but if you think PilotEdge is even better, then I'll consider subscribing.
United 1495, contact NorCal approach 135.65.
PilotEdge is the best learning tool out there for aviation. I mean, outside of going, paying thousands of dollars in ground schools and instructors and all that to get your real world pilot license. Everything you can do on here, you can learn for free, except for your $35.
Afternoon, altimeter 3002 after
it's really
RG,
awesome.
ILS runway 28 left approach.
I'm going to download actually, I only take a second to do this flight plan, so let's delete that one. And we'll add CO. U. Kuga. And then SEA Seattle. Procedure and arrival. Hawks 7 from Craig for 16 left, and we'll load that up. There we go. Alright, flight plan is filed. Nothing beats real world flying. Yeah, I go up with an instructor twice a year, once in the fall, once in the spring, because there's no requirement to have a medical certificate as long as you have an instructor with you. So the difference that I find between flying a real 172 and my sim when I fly a 172 on PilotEdge, the only difference is that you feel the turbulence. You know what I mean? Like you fly underneath the cloud,
Number 2 Charlie Yankee,
and then you get those thermals
133.4.
because the cloud covers the ground, so you get the cool air, so the air rises. So that's why it gets really bumpy underneath clouds. So that's the only difference, is that you can feel the airplane, and the visual, the depth perception is obviously a little bit different. I mean, if you have a next gen VR, is pretty close, but so I've gone up. I've had 4 real world lessons, and in a 172. Let me see something. So this is
Air 572 Charlie Yankee, Salt Lake Center, Livingston, altimeter 29908.
So this is me during my, I think it was my 3rd flight. So I've had I do have real world experience, just so I can realistically say, is the sim close to real world, and it flies exactly the same as it does in the real world, as long as you have all of your your yoke curves set to mimic how the airplane handles. But radio traffic and learning ATC, it's exactly the same way as you would do it in the real world on PilotEdge. So I can say that. I mean, the only difference is, like I said, you can feel the plane. Like when you take off, you sink into the seat. You know what I mean? So that's really the only difference. And right now you're going to work towards your PPL, and you just did a solo yesterday. Oh, you did your first solo? Was that your first solo, or you did a solo? I know you have to have so many hours of solo time. You have about 100 hours real world at the moment. Awesome, dude. Sunday? Nice. Well, congratulations, bud. I mean, you're living my dream. But I got around it. I mean, I can't get a medical, so I go up with an instructor, and I still get my my real-world airtime. It's so expensive, though. You know how much scenery, how many airplanes I can buy for the sim for 1 hour of instruction? 1 hour of instruction for me is $250 an hour. I could buy a ton of stuff for my sim with that kind of money. It's a lot of hard work. Oh yeah.
East of Livingston, altimeter 29908. Verify altitude, and what's your intended cruise?
Thank you for the cheer.
Jeremy Foxtrot, Roger, near 11.5 now.
Noel, thank you very much.
Lotus 2, Romeo Foxtrot, Roger, maintain VFR.
Yeah, it's awesome that.
Good, buddy, how are you?
you're able to do that solo. What kind of plane you're training in?
Portland Clarence, citation 24 Whiskey. Got Delta, like IFR to Seattle.
Citation 24 Whiskey, Portland Clarence, clear to Seattle Airport. Portland 1 departure. Radar vector is Cougar. That is filed. Climb and maintain 6,000. Expect flight level 200 within 10 minutes. Departure frequency 124.35. Squawk 3473.
Citation 24 Whiskey, clear to Seattle. Portland 1 departure. Radar vector is Cougar. That
There's
is
that
filed.
citation guy.
Flight level 200, 10 minutes after departure. 124.35, 3473.
Yeah, in the end, it's worth it if it's your passion.
24 Whiskey, read back right?
You're in a Warrior. Yeah, that's a cool plane. I think if I was in a training, I would want a 172 only because I live in Florida, and the wing acts as like a shield to the sun, like keeps you in the shade. And the rental's about $165 an hour. Yeah, so for me, it's the rental and then the instructor pay. So it's super expensive where I live for some reason. Some people can do a lot less than $250 an hour. And if I was going to do it, I know the ATP schools, if I was near one, then I would just go to an ATP school. And then once you're done and you have your CFI, then they hire you as a full-time instructor, and then as an instructor you're gaining hours for your commercial. So that way you can get paid and you're gaining hours if you go through the ATP school. But I mean, I've only researched a little bit because it's not something I can touch.
San Francisco Tower, United 1495, ILS 28 left.
United 1495, San Francisco Tower, good afternoon, wind 280 at 8, runway 28 left, cleared to land.
So we'll turn off the left and right avionics, turn on the beacon, and the fog is setting in. All right. Technically, you would want to start engine 1 because the GPU is on engine 2, but with this plane, I prefer engine 2 first. So we are going to start 2. Emery Riddle flies Cessna 172 with the G1000. Oh, that'd be awesome. And that's the college I want to go next year. Yeah, so that way you get a degree in aviation or whatever the title would be. And that's definitely the best way to go because with the degree, then you have promotion, that you can move up the ranks. So you're definitely going at it the way I would recommend for sure. All right, so let's come up here. We'll turn on the right gen. And then we will disconnect the external power. Remove the GPU. That light will extinguish sometime. There it goes. And now we can start 1.
Number 2, Charlie Yankee, verified direct Billings Airport.
Have you compared the Warrior to the Cessna 172? Are they basically the same speed, true airspeed, or are they pretty similar, or is the Warrior faster? I would think the Warrior would be faster, but I don't sim little GA stuff. I like the bigger stuff. It's just more fun for simming purposes, but lesson wise I like the 172 just because of the shade. And so they don't have air conditioning in these airplanes.
That does, thanks.
All right, so let's reset Gen 1. Put that on main. We'll reset the bleeds, turn on the recert fans.
Number 2 Charlie Yankee, contact Billings approach 120.5.
Turn on the
Number 2 Romeo Foxtrot, contact
avionics.
Billings approach 120.5. See ya.
We are clear to 6,000. We're gonna vertical speed 1,600 feet per minute.
Number 572 Charlie Yankee, Billings approach, thanks for Charlie. Altimeter is 29999, expect visual
I
approach.
think
runway
they're
2 right.
about the same. I haven't flown a 172 in about 5 years. Oh, okay. The Warrior is I guess a cooler looking plane to me. Like, I think I
Number
would
2
find more
Foxtrot, Billings
enjoyment
approach,
flying a Warrior, you know, visually. But I just, you gotta admit the wing is great shade for those hot days. What part of the world do you live in? Is it super hot where you are? Let's put that to that and reset our trims. Things all wobbly. Wobbly, wobbly, wobbly. All right. Cycle the flaps. You personally like it? Yeah. What year Warrior do you fly? So landing altitude that's fine.
Okay, 1495 left turn at Echo Alpha to the ramp. Monitor ground. Have a great day.
Squawking
Echo Alpha to the ramp,
6357.
monitor ground, thanks. United 1495.
And I need pitot heat, window heat. Turn on the taxi light. Nose wheel steering. To check ATIS again.
Yes, approaches to parallel runways in use. VFR departures, contact clearance delivery, advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Echo.
Actually, Echo's different.
Portland International Airport. ATIS information Echo. 1815 Zulu. Wind 100 at 10. Visibility 2. Light rain. Mist. 2,400 scattered. Ceiling 3,100 broken. 3,500 overcast. Temperature 12. Dew point 10. Altimeter 2985. Arriving and departing runways 10 left,
right.
10 right.
So everything's
ILS
the
runway
same
10
pretty
left.
much. Temperature might have changed or something. So let's come down here and we'll 121.5. I like to monitor guard as we're flying. 121.5. And we're ready to taxi. So you live in Boston, so hot summers but cold winters. Yeah, I'm from Philly originally. I mean, most of my life I've been down here in Florida at this point. Military brought me down here and I just stayed. But I want to go to New England for like a getaway because it's just, I see a lot of movies in the New England area and it's just really cool looking. Like I fly in and out of Nantucket a lot on the sim, and I would like to go there in real life. Have you ever been to Nantucket? And it depends. I know they're 90s, early 2000s, but the majority have the GNS 430.
Romeo
Oh, okay.
Roger, your choice.
Well, at least
I
in
think either
X-Plane, you're familiar with how the GPS works, so I'm sure that helps in the real plane. All right. I think I'm ready to go to ground control. Towers 118.7. Portland ground, United 1399 at Echo 5, current with Echo, radio taxi.
At 1399 Portland ground, runway 10 left at Echo, taxi via Kilo and Echo.
10 left at Echo via Kilo and Echo. United 1399. Kilo, Echo. Alright, I lost my map.
Number 2, runway Fox, roger. Number 2, Charlie Yankee, descend and maintain 7,000.
You said Kilo, Echo, so Kilo. Alright, so that's easy. Alright. Looks like we got some rain. Let me go right. Alright. Thunder, or lightning, I mean.
Report Billings Airport in sight, expect left downwind for runway 25. Roger.
Bug it up on runway heading. The visibility is only 3 nautical miles. It's pretty fogged in here. Alright, so that's Tango. So Echo is right up here before the runway 21.
Number 572, Charlie Yankee, roger, or left downwind, runway 28 right, cleared, visual approach. Number 2, Romeo Foxtrot, contact Billings Tower 127.2, adios.
We're on ground, citation 2 for Whiskey. We're over at flight craft by the U.S. Customs, taxi for departure.
Citation 2 for Whiskey, Portland, ground runway 10 left at Echo, taxi via Alpha and Echo.
124.35.
10 left at Echo, taxi via Alpha, Echo, citation 2 for Whiskey.
Billings Tower afternoon, Pilotis 2 Romeo Foxtrot, left
take
downwind
off
for
and
runway
pivot.
25 with Charlie.
To
Number 2, Romeo Foxtrot, Billings Tower, thanks Charlie.
landing
Wind
lights.
230 at 11, runway 25, cleared to land.
Auto Corson.
2 Romeo Foxtrot, I'd like to put a request on for a left turn on 28 left to taxi to the hangars.
92%. Turn on the CTOT, which is
Number
basically
2, Romeo Foxtrot, I have your
an
request.
auto throttle or torque, auto torque. Conditioner levers on full. We're on tower. So
Number 2, Romeo Foxtrot, might be easier for you to
check
exit all the way at the end
winds.
hotel.
It's 110 at 10. So right down the
Alright, we'll
runway.
do that then, that works. Turn Foxtrot, thanks.
We're gonna rotate at about 130 knots.
Number 2, Charlie Yankee, contact Billings Tower 127.2, we'll see ya.
Climb out at about 180 on IAS mode. Portland Tower, United 1399, holding short, 10 left at Echo.
At 1399 Portland Tower, runway 10 left at Echo, cleared for takeoff, wind 100 at 10.
10 left at Echo, clear for takeoff, United 1399. So
Going to tower
whenever you take off from
572
an
Charlie
intersection,
Yankee,
you always have
7900 entering
to
a left
say
downwind for 28 right visual.
that you're taking off from
572
said
Charlie Yankee,
intersection.
Billings Tower afternoon, traffic, Pilatus approaching midfield. He's on a left downwind for runway 25. Should be no factor, runway 28 right. Clear to land, wind 230 at 11.
28 right, clear to land. We'll look for the Pilatus Piper 572 Charlie Yankee.
Add some lighting. Alright, we'll bring up the engine's 50% power, make sure everything is good. Everything is good. So alright, torque is holding at 92%. So we're good there. Plenty of runway, 9,800 feet of runway. Rotate about 130 knots. There's 120, 110. It's 120 and 130. Rotate. Positive rate, gear up. And autopilot on. We're going into the smog.
Number 2 Romeo Foxtrot, left turn on Hotel into the hangars, this frequency.
All right, left turn on Hotel into the hangars. Turn Foxtrot, talk to you in a couple minutes.
1399, contact departure.
Over to departure, United 1399, see ya. 124.35, and we're on the Portland 1. Portland departure, United 1399, Portland 1, 1,700 for 6,000.
Yeah, 1399, Portland departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 15,000.
Climb, maintain 15,000, United 1399. Alright, 15,000. You always say the SID that you're on, so the departure guy knows which way you're going. Even though it's written in your flight plan, it's just helpful to let them know which SID you're currently on. And alright, so let me push this throttle up to 77.
South 2305, radar contact, position altitude check, good afternoon.
Turn that off. And make sure I am not too hot on that. Alright, that's fine.
Number 2 Charlie Yankee, we need that left base turn, you're about ready to leave my airspace.
Turn off the autocorson.
United 1399, turn left heading 310, vectors Cougar.
Left turn heading 310, vectors for Cougar, United 1399. 310.
Yeah, 1399 is clear direct Cougar, resume on navigation.
Clear direct Cougar, resume on navigation, United 1399. Alright, gear is up. Icing, don't worry, there's no icing going on, so we're fine there. Turn on the yaw damper.
Number 24 Whiskey, Portland Tower, runway 10 left to Tango, cleared for takeoff.
Go flight plan, direct to Cougar, nav. And we're on our way to Cougar.
Alaska 306, sail clearance on request, stand by.
Turn off those lights. Prop sync can come on. reduced the props to about 79 degrees. I mean the conditioner levers. Let's see. Cabin differential's fine. Well, that was uneventful takeoff, huh? It's always good. I knew this wasn't going to be a very visual flight because it's like super cloudy. Get some light in this dungeon of a cabin. Kind of cool with the flight attendant panel lights up here,
and then as filed, maintain 900,000.
And those actually work. So if I turn off the seat belts,
squawk 4466.
Seat belts turns off.
Bus 306, read back correct. Number 24 Whiskey, contact departure.
They just had a shift change. Alright, somebody figure out some VNAV.
2,800 climbing to 6,000.
So we're going to be flying at 16,000.
Climb and maintain 15,000.
Climb maintain 15,000, citation 24 Whiskey.
And so it looks like the first restriction would be we'll go breathe for 11,000 at breathe.
Or 24 Whiskey, clear direct Cougar.
Direct Cougar, citation 24 Whiskey.
That citation's going to pass me up, I bet, because he's in a jet. We're going to the same place.
Number 2 Charlie Yankee, taxi via Juliet.
11,000? Yeah, let's do 11,500. 10,500. Right in the, yeah, and then we'll do, say, a mile before, and I want to go a mile before breathe.
United 1399, contact Seattle Center 126.6.
Seattle Center 126.6, United 1399. 126.6. Seattle Center, United 1399, 1,600 for 15,000.
And 1399 Seattle Center, climb and maintain 16,000.
Climb maintain 16,000, United 1399. And I'm getting icing. That's the issue. So I'm going to do a quick de-ice, which I'm doing right now. See, I monitor it here because I was not climbing fast enough, so I knew there was an issue. So I just cleared all the ice, but I'll come up here and it's kind of like a cheat to do the way I just did it. But I'll turn on. That's windshield, so I need prop to normal, and we'll do engine. That should help any icing.
Station 24 Whiskey, contact Seattle Center 126.6.
Center citation 2 for whiskey is at 10,800, climbing to 15,000.
Citation 24 Whiskey, Seattle Center, climb and maintain flight level 200.
Climb and maintain flight level 200, citation 2.
Seattle Center, United 1399. I have a PI rep for you.
At 1399.
Leaving about 13,000. It was pretty bad icing. United 1399.
Yeah, 1399, roger. What type of icing?
It's a good question. What are the options? I was getting icing on the wing, the leading edge, if that's what you mean. United 1399.
If you could just provide us with a little bit more of a description, usually that's helpful.
Other than just getting some icing on the leading edge, I don't know how else to describe it for United 1399.
Headed 1399, roger. For 24 Whiskey, previous aircraft report that, I didn't give a very descriptive report, but icing to your present altitude, and he's at about 16,000 now.
Okay. So turn those off. Turn those off. And we'll leave the prop on normal. I don't know how much more information I'm supposed to give other than I was experiencing icing at an altitude. Not sure what else to say. Messing with this prop lever, trying to get it right around 900 or just under 900. See, it wobbles back and forth. Was I done with that VNAV? Yeah, I got 10 minutes on that. Seattle's 118.
And runway 16 right approach in use. Simultaneous approaches to parallel runways in use. Simultaneous approaches in use between Seattle and Boeing Field. Traffic below you on final. VFR departures, contact, clearance, delivery, advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Hotel. Hotel. 1853 Zulu.
Alright, when I do get permission to descend, we can go down, all the way down to 6,000 feet. I'm monitoring guard. Why is that showing one? Oh, it's on nav 2. I mean com 2. I monitor guard on com 2 now. Mainly because I'm trying to get in the habit of doing that for VATSIM. Because on VATSIM, if they can't reach you on a specific radio station, they will use guard to try to reach you. So the new VATSIM rules are suggesting that you always monitor the guard channel, which is a good idea even on PilotEdge, which is why I'm trying to get into the practice of doing that.
At 1399, descend and maintain 12,000, Seattle altimeter 2975.
Descend and maintain 12,000, 2975, United 1399. Alright, go down to 12,000. Vertical speed down.
Citation 24 Whiskey, cross Hawks at or above 16,000, then descend via the Hawk 7 arrival landing south.
Okay, Hawk at or above 16,000 and cleared for the Hawk 7 arrival.
He's lowering me because of the faster jet that's gaining up on me. Keep an eye on icing because I got hit with icing earlier. But that's why I monitor icing. See if you can see it here. So I have inlet, prop, pitot, left and right wing. All this was just going like way up. Like I was having a hard time climbing, and that's what made me clue me in to look at the monitoring earlier. see where that jet is. Little citation.
Center citation 24 Whiskey is leaving flight level 200 for 16,000 now, and we'll be at 260 knots at Hawks.
November 24 Whiskey Shuttle Center, roger.
He's the one that's gaining on me. So he's going to fly right over me. That's why he lowered me to 12,000, because that citation is going to... We're going to the same place, which I'm surprised that he's going to Seattle in a citation, because you would think for a biz jet they would go to Boeing Field or Renton. I mean, Seattle does have a very small GA ramp, but it's tiny. It's not really a GA airport. It's cargo and commercial. See if I can get icing on this. Good moderate ice. So let me see, icing. Moderate ice between flight level 200. I don't know what that part means. There's another freezing at 6,000 to 14,000, so there's icing all over the place.
Alaska 306 Seattle ground, runway 16 left, taxi via Bravo Charlie.
But it's not affecting me yet, so. But there's icing all over the place. Just have to keep an eye on the icing. Close now. So if I was going to do 16 left, probably be 110.3, so that's already programmed. So it'd be a 164 on the course heading.
Yeah, at 1399, descend and maintain 10,000, contact Seattle approach 125.6.
Descend to 10,000, Seattle approach 125.6, United 1399.
Over 24 Whiskey, contact Seattle approach 125.6.
125.6, citation 2 for Whiskey.
164.
Station 24 Whiskey, Seattle approach, roger. Descend and maintain 13,000, maintain 250 knots, and expect the ILS runway 16 right approach, shallow altimeter 2975.
Back on nav, so I should be going left here.
24 Whiskey, expect ILS 16 right. Yeah, at 1399, expect ILS 16 left approach.
Expect ILS 16 left approach, United 1399. That's what I have programmed in, so we are good. We are good. Wind is 140 at 9. Put on the seat belts. It's in the fog, in the whatever.
Yeah, at 1399, descend and maintain 8,000.
sorry, I forgot to, I'm gonna descend to 8,000, United 1399. Seattle approach, United 1399. I'm also current with hotel.
Bid number for 24 Whiskey, descend and maintain 10,000.
Down to 10,000, citation 24 Whiskey.
Next one is 13365. Just got dark.
The 2460 Bozeman clearance on request.
So it's 8,000. Hydro is low, so let's boost that up a little bit. Oh, and I'll put a get that loaded.
Alaska 306 Seattle Tower, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
Back. There I am. There. Using iGo dispatch to also monitor the flight on this. Many options. I'm not getting any icing down, so that's good.
Delta 2460, clear to Salt Lake City Airport, T-Rex for departure, way transition, and then as filed, climb via the SID, squawk 6627. Delta 2460, read back direct. Alaska 306, contact departure.
It's like the
Seattle departure, Alaska 306, passing 1,000, climbing 9,000.
Alaska 306, Seattle departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 16,000.
Climb and maintain 16,000, Alaska 306.
that jet has beaten me yet. Yeah, he's just in front of me now. He's at 10,000 feet though, so he's already flew over me and he's 2,000 feet above me. I guess it would have been kind of fun to fly something that would have had CTAF, or not CTAF, but TCAS, because I can't see him in this plane.
United 1399, descend and maintain 6,000.
Descend and maintain 6,000, United 1399.
Station 24 Whiskey, descend and maintain 8,000.
I believe that last call was for 24 Whiskey, 8,000.
For 24 Whiskey 8, affirmative, descend and maintain 8,000.
Descend and maintain 8,000, citation 24 Whiskey.
Locked. Air Transport 913, Amarillo clearance, clear to Boise Airport via radar vectors Alamosa, and then as filed. Maintain 10,000. Expect flight level 340, 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 1.
Here comes the wet weather, so
7065.
I wonder if that's going to. Where's the temperature in this thing? It's 0 Celsius. So that would be not freezing.
Air Transport 913 is back
So
there.
that's why I'm not getting any
Alaska
freezing.
306, contact Seattle Center 125.1.
It's not cold enough for this rain to accumulate.
Contact Seattle Center 125.1. Good day.
And approach citation 24 Whiskey, do you want me at 250 still?
24 Whiskey affirmative, maintain 250 knots, still advised.
Roger.
Alaska 306, Seattle Center, climb and maintain flight level 350. United 1399, contact approach 133.65.
Seattle approach 133.65, United 1399.
For 24 Whiskey, contact approach 133.65.
13365, citation 24 Whiskey.
Seattle approach, United 1399, 6000.
United 1399, Seattle approach, roger, descend and maintain 4,000.
Descend and maintain 4000, United 1399.
Seattle approach, citation 24 Whiskey is 8,000 on the altitude, 250 assigned.
Station 24 Whiskey, Seattle approach, roger.
Let's do.
For 24 Whiskey, descend and maintain 7,000.
Descend and maintain 7,000, citation 24 Whiskey.
Yeah, it's 55 degrees Fahrenheit, so I don't have to worry about any type of icing at this point. All those are off except for the window and pitot. I'll leave those on. Let's go to heading mode and ILS mode. Do the auto course and on.
At 1399, descend and maintain 3,000.
Descend and maintain 3,000, United 1399. So, missed approach would be climb the 900 on heading 165. For about 2.4 DME at or below 2,000, then climb to 5,000. So I'm just going to set 2,000 on this once I'm cleared this approach, and then I'm not going to go missed, but better to have it briefed.
For 96 Tango, clearance on request. United 1399, turn right heading 080.
Right heading 080, United 1399.
Station 24 Whiskey, resume normal speed.
Normal speed, citation 24 Whiskey.
At 1399, 8 miles from Douglas, turn right heading 130, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 16 left approach, maintain 170 knots until Douglas.
Douglas. Maintain 170 knots till Douglas. Maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS 16 left approach, United 1399.
Citation 24 Whiskey, turn right heading 090.
090, citation 24 Whiskey.
Here's Douglas. Okay. And 16 be 119.9 on the tower.
Station 24 Whiskey, 9 miles from Bugny, fly heading 140, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS, runway 16 right approach.
3000 until established on the localizer, cleared for ILS, citation 24 Whiskey.
November 309er 6 Tango, cleared to the Oakland Airport, Monterey 5 departure, and then as filed, maintain 7000. Departure frequency 121.3, squawk 1320. Three 096 Tango, read back correct. United 1399, contact Seattle Tower 119.9er.
Seattle Tower 19.9er, United 1399. Seattle Tower, United 1399 is touching the localizer 16 left.
1399 Seattle Tower 1130 at 9er, runway 16 left, clear to land.
16 left, clear to land, United 1399. So missed is 2000, so that's fine. I can slow down now. Alright, so there's 160, so there's flaps 2.
Amarillo Ground Air Transport 913, information Whiskey on the south end.
Transport 913, Amarillo Ground, runway 22, taxi via Papa.
Papa, runway 22, Air Transport 913.
Gears coming down. Bring up this map. Exit about Papa, I guess. Autopilot off.
Wide slope.
reversers on. Turn those off. Come down here to, I guess, exit here at Mike. We'll just taxi via Whiskey, I guess.
Number 24 Whiskey, contact cell tower 119.9er. At 1399, taxi via Alpha, correction via Bravo to the ramp, remain this frequency.
Bravo to the ramp with you, United 1399. Thank you. All right.
Cell tower citation 24 Whiskey is about 5 miles out for runway 16 right.
Citation 24 Whiskey, shuttle tower, wind 130 at 9er, runway 16 right, cleared land.
16 right, cleared land, citation 24 Whiskey. Is a long landing okay for to get to the FBO?
24 Whiskey, approved as requested. You can exit on Quebec if you like, or wherever's easiest for you.
Roger, we'll long landing approved. We're cleared land 16 right, thank you.
Flaps back up. Props at 75.
Monterey ground, November 3096 Tango, South General Aviation ramp off Gulf, ready to taxi.
3096 Tango, Monterey ground, runway 28 left, taxi via Alpha.
28 left via Alpha, November 3096 Tango.
I'm gonna watch this guy land here. I'm gonna get off the active taxiway onto the ramp. This is non-movement area right here, so
Bozeman ground, Southwest 572, IFR Salt Lake City, please.
can stop right here.
Southwest 572, Bozeman ground, clear to Salt Lake City Airport, T-Rex for departure. Voice transition that is filed. Climb via the SID, squawk 3216.
Go to Salt Lake City, T-Rex for departure.
So there's the guy that
Climb via the SID,
took off from Portland,
3216,
same as
Southwest
me.
572.
He's in a business
Southwest
jet.
572, read back
I
correct.
took off like he was taxiing to the runway when I took off, and I still beat him here, and yet he flew over me. So it's kind of interesting that I landed before him.
Alaska 306,
He's going
contact
down
Seattle
to
Center
the
135.15.
FBO, which is right here. That's where he's going.
Southwest 2305, change to my frequency 134.6. Southwest 2305, roger.
Alright, so I'm going to go
Alaska
to,
306, Seattle Center, roger.
I think it's called
For Whiskey via
Alpha,
Romeo and Quebec to the ramp, remain this frequency, get it.
South Ramp.
Romeo and Quebec to the ramp.
I want
Citation 24
South
Whiskey,
ramp.
stay with you, thank you.
Amarillo Tower, transport 913, short
Alpha
runway
8 that I usually
Red
go
Transport
to.
913, Amarillo Tower, fly runway heading, wind 210 at 14, gust 22, runway 22, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 22, runway heading, air transport 913.
Alpha 8, there it is. That's the one I usually park at. Props to start position. Turn off the taxi light. Seatbelts can come off. Avionics can come off. Turn off the bleeds. Turn off pitot heat. You go to fuel cutoff. And then we can do gens off.
Close 23-0.
Batteries off. Disconnect from PilotEdge. Okay. Now I need to disconnect from this thing, if it will let me. There we go. Okay. And landing fuel 2068. Only used roughly 700 pounds of fuel. That's cool. Let's check out our landing, shall we? A little wobbly. Yeah. Let's do a passenger viewpoint here. Since I don't have a tower view, this is like the best way to view the landing. All right. Well, thank you guys. Noel, thanks for joining me on my birthday flight. This was cool. And I will talk to you all later. Let me see, tomorrow, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow, I don't have any appointments I'm aware of, so I'll be streaming tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. And Friday, I'll be doing my first oceanic flight. I'll be taking off from Boston on Friday and landing in London Heathrow in England on Friday. So plan for a early stream around 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday. That would be about 10 Central Time, my time. And that would be about the time I'm looking to take off, like actually depart, taxi, and go. So the stream will probably start around 9:15, 9:30-ish, my time. So 10:15, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time on Friday. And the stream is going to cover my flight planning, fuel calculations, and using the jetways, the air jetways that go across the Atlantic Ocean. And be the first time I ever do that. So we'll give it a shot. Otherwise, I'll talk to y'all later. Chase out. Thanks, Noel. Talk to you later.
United 277, turn right heading 140, 5 miles from Agony, cross Agony at 5,000, clear dial left runway 16 right approach.
140 on the heading up Agony above 5,000, clear the approach United 277.
United 277, just confirm runway 16 right, maintain 170 knots, still safe.
Runway 16 right and 170 knots, United 277.
Alaska 7005, turn right heading 140, you're 10 miles from Agony, cross Agony at above 5,000, clear dial left runway 16 right approach.
40 Agony above 5,000, class 16 right, last above 5.
Delta 1670, fly heading 290, vector for space.
90 now, Delta 1670.
Horizon 2159, contact tower 120, point out at 5.
Horizon tower, 2159, thanks.
Alaska 7005, reduce speed 2 and maintain now 180 knots, fill it back.
30 knots, last 7005.
Delta 1670, turn left heading 250, just going to maintain 6,000.
1670 left 250 down to 6,000.
Alaska 7005, speed now 170 knots, maintain that, tell Finca.
170 to Finca, last 7005.
Delta 1670, reduce speed to 170.
70, Delta 1670.
Delta 1670 is 10 miles from Agony, fly heading 190, cross Agony at about 5,000, clear dial left runway 16 right approach.
1670 left 190, cross Agony at about 5,000, clear dial left 16 right approach.
Delta 1670, maintain 170 knots, still Finca.
170 to Finca, Delta 1670.